After 5 years of marriage, I finally saw myself in Anna Jiang's phone. She had sent the video of me working out and trying to lose weight at home to the intern. "Baby, look quickly. The fat pig is twisting his waist." The boy replied with a full-body photo of himself in a deep V-neck shirt. "I feel so sorry for you, sis, having to face that pig demon every day. If I became like this, would you still love me?" Anna instantly replied, "Of course I'd love you. If it's you, I'd even be willing to have 3 more kids." Putting down her phone, I flipped through one side of the financial reports, forcing myself to calm down. In just 1 more week, I'd be able to take the Jiang Corporation into my hands. "Ethan Lin, bring me my phone and clothes." Anna was, as always, giving orders. Through the sound of running water, her gasps could faintly be heard. Then suddenly, there was a low groan. Moments later, Anna put her clothes back on and tossed a towel, still stained with cloudy white, onto me. "Go wipe the bathroom floor, or you'll slip again like the dumb pig you are. Don't just laze around every day, enjoying yourself at home." That day when she filmed the video, I mistakenly thought she'd finally softened toward me, and in my excitement, I twisted my ankle. The moment the car left the driveway, she kicked me out, just so she could accompany the intern at the office to the restroom. When I didn't move, Anna finally allowed her gaze to fall on my face. Then her eyes shifted downward, stopping at my slightly protruding stomach, where a naked, undisguised look of disgust flashed across her eyes. Just then, her phone buzzed twice. Anna's face instantly changed. Even her tone toward me softened by 3 degrees. "Forget it. Go make some bird's nest porridge for me. I'm in a hurry to eat it." While waiting, I broke off a piece of bread to eat. With a loud smack, Anna picked up her chopsticks and struck my hand. "Look at how much you weigh and you're still eating? Ethan Lin, even a tree needs its bark, and a person needs their dignity. Can't you lose some weight? If I were you, I'd rather have just died back when the kidnappers had you." Saying this, she sighed helplessly. "Anna," I interrupted her. The thought I just had about enduring a little longer vanished completely. It's only been 3 months since I was rescued, and I'm with Lily 24/7 every single day. It's really exhausting." Anna's expression grew slightly unnatural. "Of course I know that. What I mean is, you should stop eating things with no nutrition. Don't you love doing housework? Just cook something proper for yourself." The atmosphere sank into an awkward silence. "I'll go check on Lily. You watch the pot." But not even 3 minutes later, Lily's piercing wail rang out. Anna stormed out, her face filled with rage, her clothes stained with milk. "Ethan Lin, what the hell are you doing with the baby? Why isn't she close to me at all?" I ignored her words and ran straight into the room to comfort Lily. From the day she was born, Anna disliked her for looking too much like me and rarely came to see her. When I fumbled nervously the first time I tried to feed Lily, she cursed me for not having practiced being a good father beforehand. "Ethan Lin, you eat my food and use my money, fine, I won't say anything. But I only have one demand of you. Raise Lily well. Is her treating me this way you're doing on purpose? Answer me." She grabbed my wrist, forcing me to look back at her. But to her surprise, my eyes were utterly calm, not even holding disappointment anymore. I simply looked her in the eye and enunciated every word. "Anna, I've told you countless times. Lily is lactose intolerant. She can't drink cow's milk formula, especially not when it's mixed with boiling water." She quickly averted her gaze, pretending not to hear, and poured the bird's nest porridge carefully into her thermos cup. Stuffing it into her clothes, she slammed the door as she left. "Drama queen." Startled, Lily began crying again. By the time I soothed Lily, it was already late at night. The stabbing pain in my stomach kept me from falling asleep. I opened my social media feed and happened to see Anna's latest post from 1 minute ago. Meow. Scrolling up, I saw the intern's post. "Can I pet you? You're so cute. You feel just like my cat." The usually aloof President Jiang was kneeling on the floor in revealing fluffy clothes. Her hands were tied behind her back, a chain gleaming around her neck, while her face was being stepped on by a pair of red-soled leather shoes. After liking each post, I followed the crowd and left a comment. Wishing you 99. Right on cue, a message arrived from Assistant Wu. Mr. Lin, the financing is going smoothly. The originally planned 7-day process is expected to be completed within 3 days. The Jiang family had already declined under Anna's generation. With me, they had barely been able to hold on. But during a business dinner, the rival company stormed in and kidnapped me. The partners called Anna, and she fled the scene. Originally, just 10 million would have been enough to release me. But Anna, unwilling to spend, bargained it down to 2 million. I was imprisoned for 3 months, given only a bun and half a bottle of water each day. Since then, I've suffered from stomach problems and developed an abnormal dependency on food. After Grandpa Jiang's passing, Anna stripped me of power while I was still kidnapped, leading the corporation straight to its downfall. A sleepless night. The next day, I went to the hospital for medicine and ran right into Anna. You're following me? Ethan Lin, can't you drop this paranoia? Even if there really is something between me and Leo, it's all your own fault. Leo went quickly laced his fingers tightly with hers. Anna, how could you say that to Big Brother? Sure, he's older, with a poor figure, and doesn't trust you the way I do. But he's still the husband Grandpa Jiang chose for you. He looked at me, his smile growing deeper. Don't mind, Big Brother. Anna's just like that. She's always harsh toward people she doesn't like. How about this? I'll apologize on her behalf. Leo dumped the watch and cufflinks he'd just bought into my arms. Clearly, you don't know how to dress yourself. No wonder Anna doesn't want to admit she's married to you. Back when I'd just been released, I had sought countless connections to get medicine for my bloated skin and acne, and even ordered expensive skincare products. But when Anna found out, she had the courier redirect everything to Leo's address. Thinking about it now, my stomach cramped sharply. Anna's gaze lingered on me. She opened her mouth as if to say something but suddenly turned instead. Leo, didn't you want to see Maestro Bay's concert? Let's go now. Really? Leo leaned into Anna, puckering his lips to kiss her cheek. Of course. It's your reward for finishing all your birds' nest like a good boy. Anna proudly pulled 2 tickets from her pocket. My heart sank, and I hurried forward to grab them. Anna, give me back those tickets. Tickets to Maestro Bay's concert were priceless. If not for Grandpa Jiang knowing her, there's no way we'd have gotten 2 signed ticket stubs. Not to mention, today was her last concert. But I had already packaged those tickets in a gift box and mailed them to my mentor. Ethan Lin, not only do you refuse to thank Leo, you're even making a scene. His roommate is always showing off about attending concerts. No matter what, I'll let him take photos today for his social media. Forget about your teacher. Even if Lily was in trouble, don't you dare stop me. When I was 7, after losing both parents, Professor Huang took on the burden of raising me. Now she was in the late stages of cancer, her only wish to hear one more concert. Slap. Anna slapped me without hesitation when I kept trying to take the tickets. You! She glanced at her reddened palm, momentarily stunned. Just as she tried to help me up, the sight of a teary-eyed Leo hardened her heart again. She kicked me viciously in the stomach. Today, the Gu family will bring over the acquisition contract. You'll sign it on my behalf. Know your place. Don't think you can morally blackmail me forever just because you were kidnapped once. Then, she walked past me, clinging tightly to Leo. Within half an hour, I was already in Anna's office. The office that once belonged to me had been torn down, its contents all gone. Now, there was only a large bed. Lifting the covers, I saw Anna and Leo's underwear tangled together. Though I had resolved to leave Anna, I could never forget Grandpa Jiang's kindness. The company he founded, I had to keep it running. After apologizing to my mentor, I ordered the meeting room cleaned. That small order instantly provoked dissatisfaction among all the executives. Who the hell are you to start bossing us around? Everyone knows President Jiang's boyfriend is Leo. She admitted it herself. Who even are you? Only a young woman ran over breathlessly, handing me a tissue. Mr. Lin, you spilled coffee on your clothes. I came back to myself and thanked her. Opening my chat with Anna, I was amused to see that our last exchange was half a month ago. She had asked if I wanted porridge. That bowl of porridge had been Leo's leftovers, packed and forgotten. So Anna had given it to me, taking the chance to ask me to teach her how to knit a scarf. Her hands were clumsy but eager to learn. Even if I was asleep, she would shake me awake to guide her through the trickier parts. When it was finally done, my hands were covered in blood from the needles, and she had despised the scarf for being dirty because I had touched it. A knock came at the door. It was the same girl delivering a coat. After I dressed, I noticed she was still standing there, so I asked her a couple of questions. Mr. Lin, during the interview, I spilled coffee on my shirt. It was you who lent me your coat so I could pass the interview. You're my idol, the person I admire most. Seeing the hope in her eyes, I couldn't help but smile sincerely. Work hard. You'll become even better than me. Catching sight of the arriving business partner, I strode forward, shaking hands briefly. Behind closed doors, Assistant Wu briefed me on the arrangements. Excluding the Gu family's acquisition of subsidiaries we control, with your 36% shares, and now the promised distribution from other shareholders, you currently hold 71%. In short, once you divorce President Jiang, the Jiang Corporation will have nothing to do with her. After sending off Assistant Wu, I opened my phone. Sure enough, Leo had posted a new update. Youthful boy and his beautiful sister. It feels so good when casual words are taken to heart. I screenshotted all their posts and sent them to my divorce lawyer. Thanks for your hard work today. The Gu family has already deposited the funds into the company account. When I get back tonight, I'll spend our anniversary with you. The contact name, Anna Jiang. I glanced at it, not paying much attention, only slightly surprised. By the time I finished packing and sent Lily to a friend's house, it was already late at night. Suddenly, Anna texted me. Go to my house and get the suit. Find any excuse and deliver it to Block A, Fanghua Community today. And that address belonged to Leo. When I arrived downstairs, she sent another message. Bring the takeout up. What greeted me was a bag full of condoms. The door opened. Anna froze. The room reeked faintly of a fishy stench, making me dizzy. How did you find this place? She frantically picked up her phone. Realizing she had sent the message to the wrong person, her face turned pale. Don't misunderstand. Leo was just scared earlier because of you. If you hadn't gone against me, none of this would have happened. Leo nodded too, wearing only a bathrobe, kneeling at her legs, hugging them. Big brother, when I was playing on Anna's phone earlier, I accidentally deleted your number. I was afraid you'd scold me, so I just edited the record randomly. It's all my fault. Seeing his tears about to fall, Anna tenderly wiped them away. It's okay. It's Ethan's fault. If he hadn't saved his number in my phone, this wouldn't have happened. Leo's eyes flicked toward the suit in my arms, and he whispered coyly in her ear, loud enough for me to hear. Once he leaves, can I wear the suit and play with you? Tonight, I want to do something special with you. Anna must have realized I'd overheard. She frowned, thought it improper, then transferred 200,000 into my account. For your trouble. You can go now. Ouch. What's this sharp stone, Anna? It hurts. Leo slyly pulled the wedding ring off her finger. If you don't like it, then I won't wear it. To appease him, Anna stepped on her ring in front of me. But he has one too. Leo pointed at me, then silently mouthed, fat pig. So, just as she wished, I also removed my ring, only I went further. I tossed it straight out the window into the bushes, gone forever. Ethan Lin. For some reason, Anna's voice trembled. When I looked at her in confusion, she quickly shut her eyes and said nothing. It was Leo who broke the silence. Anna, tell him to leave already. I can't wait to. Anna quickly covered Leo's mouth. Ethan, I'll celebrate our anniversary with you tomorrow after the board meeting. Besides Lily, Leo will be there too. You handle the arrangements. Fine. Relieved by my ready agreement, she tossed the condoms into Leo's arms. The next day, at the shareholders' meeting, Anna sat at the head, her face covered in red marks. When she saw me, irritation flashed in her eyes. "What are you doing here? Go home and take care of the child. Don't embarrass yourself here." But before she could finish, Assistant Wu entered with the others, placing the acquisition contract in front of her, in black and white with my name and those of the shareholders already signed. Before Anna could react, she was served with a court summons. "Ms. Jiang, we've received evidence of your marital infidelity. The court hearing is scheduled for 5 days from now. What game are you playing, Ethan Lin? All this just because I didn't keep you company yesterday? You really need to gather all these people to scare me?" Anna didn't take the contract seriously at all. She glanced at it, sneered, and tore it up. "Just a photocopy. If President Jiang wants to rip it, let her." At my signal, Assistant Wu immediately produced several more copies. Anna's grip on the contract tightened. "You're serious about this, Ethan? When did you get tied up with the Gu family? Don't joke around. This company was founded by my grandfather. You're an outsider. What right do you have to make decisions for me? And all of you, being bullied right in front of your faces, and you won't even speak up? Do I pay you so much every year just to let him mess around?" As the silent executives looked on, she smashed a vase in my direction. The shards scattered but didn't touch me. I remained calmly seated. "Anna, what's wrong? Did Ethan bully you?" Leo barged in dramatically. He deliberately unbuttoned 2 buttons on his shirt collar, exposing the bite marks on his neck. "Brother Ethan, this is the company. Don't go too far. Do you know how hard Anna works? Every day she finishes work and still has to look at your face. I can't bear to see her suffer." For the first time, Anna ignored Leo. She locked eyes with me, slamming the contract onto me. One of the veteran shareholders who had worked with Grandpa Jiang was the first to speak. "Anna, we're not betraying you, nor betraying old Jiang, but the company has reached a dead end. Being taken over is the only way forward. With Ethan guaranteeing it, if you don't trust us, at least you can trust him." Another echoed, "Anna, sometimes you have to admit your weaknesses. Managing the company just isn't your strength. Forget the rash decisions that cost us veteran employees. Just this month, how many contracts fell through because you weren't there to sign?" Hearing this, Anna stopped resisting. She pulled Leo behind her, suddenly smiling as if she had just realized something. "Fine. Very good. So you've all conspired against me. Ethan Lin, I should have seen your true colors long ago." Anna slowly walked toward me, her fingertip brushing my chin before sliding down to my stomach. Then came a sudden flurry of slaps. "You've been sleeping with that Gu bastard, haven't you? I heard he has some unspeakable fetishes. No way. Other than me, who could ever tolerate you? Do you even realize how hideous your scars are?" Hearing those words now, I felt no pain at all, only that it was beneath me to have lived 5 years with such a rotten woman. Smack! 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 I struck her face hard, the air in the room freezing instantly. "Are you finished?" That was me returning the favor. Anna froze in shock, bent over, her face swelling red, completely stunned, and I didn't feel the slightest relief. "Anna, is this all you know how to say? To humiliate a man who was kidnapped and traumatized while trying to save your company. Aren't you ashamed? Ethan Lin, you lunatic, how dare you bully Anna?" Unable to watch her being hit, Leo raised his hand to strike me, but I kicked him to the ground. Grabbing his hair, I pummeled him twice. "I endured you too because I needed evidence for the lawsuit. Did you really think I'm some pushover for you to toy with, Leowen? Originally, I wasn't going to hold you accountable, Leo. I've always believed that in infidelity, the greater fault lies with the spouse, not the third party. But you're so damn irritating I couldn't help myself. I admit I'm not clever. Back in school, assignments others finished in class took me until midnight. The process was grueling, but the results always came. Love was the same. I blamed everything on myself. During the worst times, I spent entire nights awake, endlessly reflecting, thinking I was too stupid to win her heart. But Anna was rotten at her core. No matter how hard I tried, no matter how much I dreamed of a future for us, it had always been my one-sided fantasy. It was wrong from the very start. In the year I was at home recovering, you sure enjoyed yourself, didn't you? After all, the funds that had just hit the company account vanished within a single afternoon. I frowned and looked at Anna. Did no one in the entire company notice? Or is it, Anna, that while I was gone, you recruited a bunch of useless trash? She ignored me. Enough, Ethan Lin. If you're angry, take it out on me. Don't hurt innocent people. If there are problems with staffing, it's my fault for not telling you earlier. Anna took several deep breaths, suppressing her fury. But I could tell. She'd taken my words to heart. After 20 years together, as much as I hated to admit it, I could read every flicker of her movements. She would definitely investigate Leo Wen. And this was only the beginning. Ethan, if you back down now, it's not too late. I'll allow you to get involved in the company. But you must remember you're first and foremost my husband, a father. You should fulfill your duties. I am first and foremost myself. I almost laughed in rage. Anna, how shameless are you to say that to me? Since the day Grandpa Jiang handed me the company, have I taken a single cent of personal gain? I gave you and your father the biggest share of the profits, while I worked night and day in the office. Did I ever let you worry about the company? My debt is to Grandpa Jiang, not to you. Don't fool yourself into thinking this marriage was some kind of sacrifice on your part. Without me, you'd be no different from any of the ordinary side-branch Jiang kids. How else would you have gotten this far? The successor of this company was always supposed to be me. My mistake was marrying you. Back in middle school, the top provincial school came to our county seeking bright students to sponsor. Through Professor Huang's recommendation, Grandpa Jiang decided to fund me, and even adopted me into the Jiang family. After that, he taught me music and painting, accompanied me in study and leisure. When I came of age, he defied everyone to pass the company to me, just because he didn't want me to be mistreated. Even on his deathbed, he couldn't rest easy. Tears in his eyes, his last words were, "Ethan, from here on, you must walk your path alone. Grandpa can't protect you anymore." Anna hadn't expected me to dredge up the past, much less to speak so harshly. She stammered, Fine, Ethan Lin, I never thought you saw it that way. Even so, it's no excuse for filing for divorce. If this blows up, it'll harm both of us. If not for yourself, can't you at least think of Lily?" Leo, who had been dismissed all along, couldn't help but cut in. "Anna, why bother with him? Didn't you say I could be Lily's stepdad? Having one child is enough. Why suffer through childbirth again?" I lowered my eyes. I thought I'd grown used to Anna's favoritism, but the pang in my chest told me otherwise. "Shut up." Anna shot Leo a glare. "What happens between us is none of your concern." Ethan, I know you must feel wronged. Calm down. Take the company as my apology. We don't even need the paperwork. Once your health recovers, just come back to work. As for the divorce, I won't agree. She was still trying to bargain, unaware that I was utterly sick of her face. Whether you agree or not is irrelevant, Anna. I'm the one in power now. Your opinion doesn't matter. And you, Leo, when man to man, I warned you before. If Anna truly loved you, why didn't she marry you from the start? Even now, has she given you any promises? Any real commitment? When I first learned Leo was using petty tricks to seduce Anna, I warned him. I even warned her. But neither of them listened. Ethan Lin, don't try to sow discord just because your marriage failed. What Anna and I have is nothing like you two. Unexpectedly, Anna turned to him, her expression darkening. "Leo Wen, I'll say it again. Shut up." I laughed, the curve of my lips full of disdain. "Forget her attitude toward you. Say she really did want to marry you." I paused, then continued, "Too bad you'll never live to see that day. From the moment you entered this company until now, 50 million in company funds have disappeared. I've already reported it to the police. And as for you, Anna, the only reason I bothered speaking this much is for the sake of our past. I'll cash out your company shares and return every penny to you. But since you cheated while I was imprisoned, and even abused me for another man, how much you'll actually get is another story. As I finished, security and police entered the conference room. Some led Leo away. Others escorted Anna out. At last, she realized I was serious. Anna's eyes bored into me, her grip whitening on the doorframe. Ethan Lin, you'll regret this. I pried her fingers off one by one, brushing past the wedding ring still on her finger. The same one she had crushed underfoot just last night. I didn't care why she picked it back up. It no longer mattered. I'm sorry, but I never will. While clearing Anna's belongings, a photo slipped out from between the desk drawers. Dust-covered, but faintly visible, we were standing in the school hallway. I was catching snowflakes to hand her, and in her eyes, my reflection gleamed. That day, the snow fell thick, but the afternoon sun was dazzling. I remembered our hearts racing after that accidental glance, and I remembered the countless fights that followed. For a year, my tears fell in silence while Anna acted as if nothing had happened, blaming me without shame. The day I decided to leave her was ordinary. I had worked late, returned past midnight, and found myself locked out. I called her 21 times, all rejected. So I went back to the office to sleep. The entire building was lit. Anna, who mocked me for being fat, had strapped a round watermelon to her waist, dancing to amuse Leo. At that moment, the filter of youthful love in my heart shattered completely. Hot tears poured from my eyes. After the crying came only disgust. By evening, I compiled a year's worth of personnel transfers and dismissed every employee Anna had hired. No one dared question my decision. The workload was brutal for my health, but thinking of Lily made it worthwhile. Children without umbrellas learn to run through the rain, wait for the sun, shed the fatigue, and march forward again. The day before court. Mr. Lin, Leo wants to see you. When would you be available? Hanging up, I immediately went to the police station. Leo had lost all his arrogance. Kneeling before me, even his words trembled. I'm sorry, Mr. Lin. Please, forgive me. I swear I'll never fight you for Anna again. I was wrong. Just don't press charges. I'll do anything you want. Mr. Lin, I really know my mistake. I was just greedy, couldn't control myself. My family's poor. I'm their only son. I just wanted to give my parents a better life. I'm not a bad person. Growing emotional, he slapped himself over and over. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Why does everyone think I was lucky? Even Anna used to say I should be grateful to her. Without the Jiang family, there'd be no me. But if being adopted by the Jiangs meant losing my parents, I'd rather have died. You don't need to apologize to me. Leo, if I hadn't forced things this far, would you have stopped? You're only afraid now. But everything you face, you brought on yourself. You deserve it. Ethan Lin, I beg you. My parents can't live without me. You know how painful it is for parents and children to be separated. How can you be so cruel? Just because you suffered, do you want others to suffer too? So Anna had even exposed the deepest scar in my heart. Mr. Lin, brother Ethan, if you release me, I'll work like a slave to repay the money. By the end, he was almost raving. What do you want from me? A clap needs two hands. If you can't bear to punish Anna, why take it out on me? But I remained unmoved. Finished venting? Leo, my time is worth 5 million a minute. You've wasted 23. I'll still be charging that to you. Ethan Lin. Shoo. I pressed my finger to his lips. I'll hire the best lawyer. Make sure your sentence is as long as possible. Back at the company, I found Anna waiting at the gates. Ethan Lin, for days and you're still not calm? Tell the guards to let me in. I made your favorite chicken soup. Enough already, stop sulking. I really didn't expect Leo to steal so much money. I failed the company. I nodded faintly. These past days, I've reflected on myself. I have a temper. I speak without thinking. During your year of recovery, I had plenty of issues. But don't worry, I know my mistakes now. I'll change. Still, I didn't budge an inch. Ethan. She tried again. We've been together so many years. Can you really end it like this? Ethan Lin, do you even have a heart? You've lost your parents, you know the pain. Lily's still so young. Do you want her to be called a bastard in school? Bullied with no one to protect her. Seeing me unmoved, Anna grew frantic. When did you change so much? Where's the understanding Ethan I used to know? Can being kidnapped really change someone this much? Why can't you reflect on yourself? If you hadn't let yourself go, would I have? I only made the same mistake every man makes. Why can't you forgive me? I looked at her with bitter amusement, my rising anger suppressed by reason. If you knew it was wrong, why do it? Anna, I gained weight because of trauma. I've already lost 20 pounds through treatment. Ask yourself, are we here because of my body, or because you already betrayed me long ago? I remembered the first words Anna said when I was rescued. Now I can finally play the sick boy act with you. Didn't expect starving for 3 months would make you so ugly. That moment, I felt shock, disappointment, and a crushing sense of grievance. Because of her words, I gorged obsessively. Then, ashamed, I starved myself thin, even to the point of hospitalization. Later, I learned the kidnapping had been her scheme to seize power. Even after stripping me of everything, she still mocked my body. So I realized she was only making excuses for cheating, propping up her pathetic morality. Before, I only thought you were unfaithful. Now I see it, you're trash to the core. A rotten person with no morals. Get out. I took the stun baton from the guard, flicking it on. I said get out, or I'll use force. Anna's face went pale, disbelief written across it. Ethan, I gave her no second chance. At that blind spot of the cameras, with the stairs behind her, I advanced step by step until she slipped, tumbling headfirst down a dozen steps. Does it hurt? Her forehead streamed blood, mixing with tears across her face. She looked like a pathetic clown. I don't think it hurts. Anna, if I don't make you feel what I felt, then I've failed myself. The next day, Anna arrived in a wheelchair. Not wanting anyone to know her miserable state, she had tried walking home. But misfortune struck. 2 more falls, and her leg bone fractured. The judge read aloud each piece of evidence I had submitted. With every word, Anna's face drained whiter. But my proof was too overwhelming. From chat logs to videos, from physical evidence to witnesses, it all laid bare Anna's selfishness and infidelity. I admit it. Anna lowered her head. There's nothing to say, Ethan Lin. I wronged you. But I have one last question. What exactly is your relationship with that goo person? I hadn't expected her to ask that. Then I realized it was normal. She was the type who, even if she slept with 10 others, would still fear my love wasn't pure. Seeing me silent, panic flickered in her eyes. Ethan Lin. The judge ordered her to be quiet. After brief discussion, the verdict came. Anna would be detained for 30 days. Though the law didn't uphold the clause in our prenup stating the unfaithful leaves with nothing, it still shaped the division of assets. 90% to me, 10% to her. When she overheard me telling my lawyer she didn't deserve even that, she froze, trembling, biting her lip. Ethan Lin, did you ever really love me? Love? Yes. Anna had been my entire youth. But the deeper I loved, the deeper I hated. Until I had no tears left to shed. I didn't answer her. I simply watched the police drag her from the courtroom. For a moment, her face went blank. Something inside her shattered, silently. At length, she whispered, "Take it all, then." A month later, Anna and I went to collect our divorce papers. Ethan, how's your stomach? I made some bird's nest soup. Drink it as water when you're hungry. It's my first time cooking. I'm allergic, so I couldn't taste it. If it's bad, don't complain. She paused, suddenly choking up. Tell me, how did we end up like this? Ethan, I can't let you go. Can you give me another chance? Let's remarry. I want to hear Lily call me mommy again. Are you insane? I stared at her in disbelief. Anna Jiang, do you even own a mirror? Or are you so delusional you need to piss on the floor just to see yourself? What kind of shameless arrogance makes you think you're worthy of me? I'm worth hundreds of millions. And you? Broke, out of shape, with a criminal record. People would call me unlucky just for running into you on the street. If I were you, I'd bash my head in prison. Karma. The insults she once spat at me now pierced her instead. Anna froze, then collapsed into sobs, covering her face. But I had no time for her grief. I had already destroyed her career in the industry. Her once treasured Leo one had been sentenced to 7 years. There would be plenty more for her to cry about. Ethan. Her lips moved, but her words trailed into incoherence. Stop clinging, Anna. You're not worth it. You don't deserve forgiveness. We're finished. The skies cleared. Shards of sunlight scattered over me, brighter and brighter, until I was bathed in it. This winter was bitterly cold, but today the sun burned hot. I never looked back at her. I never paused my steps forward.